टाइम करके करें ये. All right, let's start off with May June 2021 1-3. Yes, Miss Iman. First one. What you are supposed to do?
सर ये एफ डैश एक्स का डेरिवेटिव लेंगे और हम 2 2 7 उसके अंदर पॉइंट पुट
No,
करेंगे,
f
वैल्यू
dash
निकालेंगे.
x f dash x is basically the gradient function, and you are supposed to find out f of x. You have been given the gradient function f dash x. You have been given dy over dx, and you are supposed to find out fx. That is, you are supposed to find out y. That means you are supposed to perform integral. All right. Now this is going to become f of x. This is going to become 2x cubed, and this is going to become plus 8 over x. All right, plus c. Now I'm going to substitute 7 equals to 2 times 2 to the power of 3 plus 8 over 2 plus c. 2 to the power of 3 is 8 times 2, 16. 3 minus 16 is minus 30. Basically, 8 times 2, 16 plus 4, 20. 7 minus 20 is minus 30. I'm going to rewrite down the equation. F of x is equivalent to 2x cubed plus 8 over x minus 13. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir, clear.
This one, you have been said f is a decreasing function. For a function to be decreasing, its derivative must be less than 0. F dash x is less than 0. Then I have 1 over 3, 2x minus 1 to the power of 3 over 2 less than 0. No, I need to first find out f dash of x. F dash of x is basically half 2x minus 1, 1 over 2 minus 2. All right. And then I'm going to have to keep this as equivalent to less than 0. This is going to be half 2x minus 1 to the power of half less than 4. I just take the square on both sides. It's going to become 2x minus 1 less than 16. 2x is less than 17. So x is going to be equal to less than 17 over 2. So the value of a is 17 over 2. All right. So x is less than a. No? X is greater than half, and then x is less than a. X is less than a means x is less than 17 over 2. So that's the maximum possible value of constant a. All right. Is it clear or not, Miss Iman? Is it clear? Man, you have to hurry up because we don't have that much time. I cannot wait for your responses. Just let me know if you have any problem. Iman,
No, sir.
yeah, just quickly respond because we don't have that much time. I have a short prayer as well coming up. That's why you need to be quick. If you don't understand, that's not a problem. Just let me know. I'll explain you again. You have to respond quickly. Line y equals to mx minus 6 is tangent to the curve with equation. Okay. So tangent to the curve means that like this, the line and the curve intersect at one point. So let us solve the two equations. simultaneously. I have a substitution for y. I'm going to substitute mx minus 6, x square minus 4x plus 3. So mx x square minus mx minus 4x plus 9 equal to 0. All right, this is the quadratic equation we are getting, and on this quadratic equation, we're going to be applying the condition that b square minus 4ac must be equal to 0 for this line to be tangent to the curve. All right, I have minus m minus 4 as a coefficient of x, minus 4 into 1 into 9 equal to 0. M square plus 8m plus 16 minus 36 equal to 0. M square plus 8m minus 20 equal to 0. So m plus 10, m minus 2 equal to 0. M comes out to be minus 10 and 2. Now, for each value of m, I'm going to substitute each value of m in this equation. One, it's going to be minus 10x minus 4x. It's going to be minus 14x. X square minus 10 minus 4 is minus 14x plus 9 equal to 0. Three threes are. But that is going to be x square minus 10 minus 4 is minus 14. Okay, so Iman, let me open up the marking scheme as well. Okay, I'm gonna get no, it's going to be sorry. I'm going to substitute minus 10 is going to be plus 10x. 10x minus 4x, 6x. Sorry, it's plus 6x equal to 0. So it's going to be x plus 3, x plus 3. So x is coming out to be minus 3. And let me substitute over here to get the value of y. That's going to be minus 3 square is 9 plus 3, 12. Minus 12 is 0. No. Minus 3 square is 9 plus 3, 12. And 12 plus 12 is 24. Yeah. So one of the points at which the line is tangent to the curve is minus 3 comma 24. What's the other point at which the line is tangent to the curve?
The another answer is 0. No, you say yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to substitute now 2 over here in this equation. It's going to become x square minus 2 minus 4 minus 6x plus 9 equal to 0. X minus 3 equal to 0. X equal to 3. Substitute now this into this. So y is going to be equal to what? 3 square is 9 plus 3, 12 minus 12 is 0. So the other point, the coordinates of the other point at which the line is tangent to the curve is 3 comma 0. Have you got that now? Is it clear or not, Mr. Iman?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, let's move on. Question 4. This is where we'll show that the equation tan x is sine x over cos x. Okay. Plus sine x. Okay. Divided by sine x over cos x minus sine x equals to k. All right. Then we have sine x plus sine x cos x divided by sine x minus sine x cos x. And over here, the denominator cos x, over here, the denominator cos x will get cancelled. So I'm not going to write it. I'm not going to write down that. And if I'm going to take sine of x, I'm going to factor out sine of x. So yes, I'm going to get 1 plus cos of x minus over 1 minus cos of x equals to k. Is it clear or not, Iman?
Yes, sir.
Express cos of x in terms of k. 1 plus cos of x. K minus k cos of x. So cos of x plus k cos of x equals to k minus 1. So cos of x is going to be equal to k minus 1 over k plus 1. Is it clear or not, Mr. Iman? Iman, is it clear?
1 minute, sir. Yes, sir. Done.
Now in the C part, I have value of k is equal to 4. I'm going to replace in this above equation k 4. Cos of x is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 over 4, 3 over 5. All right. So I've substituted 4 in place of k. So 4 minus 1 is 3 over 5. Cos x equals to 3 over 5. Now, can you just help me out in calculating the basic angle cos inverse 3 over 5? Iman, what is cos inverse 3 over 5? Iman, what is cos inverse 3 over 5? Yes, Iman. Just a second. Let me bring
59.4.
50,
59.4.
69.
59.
So, but you need to tell me the answer basic angle in radians because the domain consists of angles in that are radians. So, just switch your calculator to radian mode and let me know what the value of alpha you're getting for.
53.13.
Yes. Angle input, radian, cos inverse 0.6 is 0.927. Right. Okay. Cos is positive in the first and the fourth quadrant. So it's going to be
Sir, I guess ये 53.13 आ रहा है.
but you don't
Cos
need to tell,
inverse.
you're not supposed to tell me in degrees, you're supposed to tell me in
I'm
radians.
Okay, let me see.
So the first stop is this 0.927. Okay, the second stop is 2 pi minus 0.927, which is going to be much greater than pi. So we're not going to take this one. because that is going to be 2 pi minus 0.927, and that's going to that's going to go past beyond pi.
Sir, trigonometry के questions radian में करने होते हैं सारे.
No, you have to look at the domain. Your domain is consists of
Yeah.
angles and
So,
radians. That's why.
okay, so wherever we have 5, we have to calculate in radians.
Yes, yes. Okay, so Iman, I'm not going to be taking this one because it's going to be this angle is going to be out. It's going to lie outside the domain. So now, if you can see, I have I have negative angles as well that are part of the domain. So I'm going to be rotating in the anti-clockwise direction as well. So first stop is going to be then 0.927 minus 0.927. The second stop is going to be then 2 pi minus 0.927. And then we're going to put up the negative sign. So that's going to be that's going to lie outside the domain. It's going to be much.
Sir, on the grade, we would take 2 pi or 360 when taking
2
out
pi.
the basic angles.
2 pi.
Okay.
All right. So we have just these two angles that are lying within this domain. So now, and these are basically my solutions as well. Is it clear or not?
Clear.
Find the angle BAD in radians. This is for area of the sector is 10. Half times 4 square times theta. 20 divided by 16 is how much? 2 times 10 is 20 divided by 16.
5 by 4.
1.5. Yeah, 1.25 radians. All right. Then we have perimeter of the shaded regions. For that, we need to see that what are those lengths that form the boundary of the shaded region. So you have this length that is part of the boundary of the shaded region. You have this length and you have this length. There are 3 lengths you need to add them up to get the perimeter of the shaded region. So for BD is basically 4 times 1.25, which is 5 centimeters arc length. And for now, because I have this angle as 1.25, I'm going to calculate BC. I'm going to calculate 10. 1.25 equals to BC over 4. So I'm going to get BC as 12 centimeters. BC as 12 centimeters. And then I'm going to calculate AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That is 4 square plus 12 square. It's like 144 plus 16. And take the square root is going to be 12.7. AC is going to be equal to 12.7 centimeters. And so DC is going to be equal to 12.7 minus 4 centimeters. It's going to be 8.7 centimeters. The perimeter is going to be equal to 5 plus 12 plus 8.7 centimeters plus to 17. 25.7 centimeters. Is it clear or not, Mr. Iman?
Yes, sir.
Question 5. Then we have question 6. Completed square form. So how would you express f of x in completed square form? The coefficient of x square is +1. So I'm going to substitute. I'm going to just straight away put up 2 square pair of brackets. Square on both. I'm going to write down +5 as it is. We have -2 with x. I'm going to write down -1 and -1. F of x is going to be equal to x minus 1 whole square minus 1 plus 5 is +4. Is it clear or not? G of x, I have again the coefficient of x square is plus 1. I'm going to straight away, we have two pair of brackets, the square on both. I'm going to write down 13 as it is. I have plus 4, so I'm going to write down plus 2 and plus 2. G of x is going to be equal to x plus 2 whole square minus 4 plus 13 is plus 9. Is it clear or not, Iman?
Yes, clear.
Okay, express gx in the form fx plus p plus q. Okay, how do you go for how would you go from fx to g of x? All right, so okay, I have to replace now. I have to see that g of x is be equal to f of x plus f of x plus 3. Why? Because in f of x, Iman, in f of x, if you're gonna replace x with x plus 3 minus 1 is gonna become x plus 2 whole square. And that's what you require to get to gx from f of x. Is it clear or not, Ms. Iman?
So why would we equate both of them?
No. They're saying that express g of x in this in terms of f of x. That what changes you're gonna make to f of x to get g of x. So g of x is equivalent to f of x plus 3. In f of x, if I'm gonna replace x with x plus 3, so it's gonna become x plus 2 whole square, and that's what you have in g of x. Agreed?
I guess they have asked for the P and Q constants.
Yeah. They've asked for the
So
values of
that
p
is,
and q.
isn't that visible?
No, why is it visible? This is f of x, this is g of x. Now, right now they aren't related to each other. But now I'm basically finding out relationship that how g of x is related to f of x. All right. G of x is related to f of x plus 3 and plus 5. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
You need to, if you're going to replace in f of x, if you're going to replace x with x plus 3 in f of x, it's going to become x plus 3 minus 1. That is x plus 2 whole square plus 4. And you have to add a 5 as well, plus 5 to because plus 5 is going to what this plus 5 is going to do is you're going to add up then. Look, let me show it to you. If you're gonna replace uh yeah f of if you're gonna replace x with x plus 3 in f of x, all right, it's gonna become x plus 2 whole square plus 4. This is a function f of x plus 3. This is the function. Now, if you compare f of x plus 3 with g of x, you know what's the difference left? You have over here plus 4, you have over here plus 9. So what you're gonna be doing is going to be adding up on both sides plus 5. All right. So this is gonna become f of x plus 3 equals to, and what is this? G of x. Is it clear or not? Is that clear or not, Ms. Iman?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yeah. So we have expressed g of x in terms of f of x, where the values of p and q are 3 and 5. All right. Then describe fully the transformation which transforms the graph of y equals to f of x to the graph of g of x. That is translation, and this is x plus 3. X plus 3 means translation along x-axis, and that is going to be towards left. If that is x plus 3, that means the graph must have translated along x-axis towards the left. So the translation vector would be minus 3, 0.
Sir, can we write horizontal shift?
Yeah. Horizontal shift towards left. The translation vector of minus 3, 0. You have to write it down translation vector. All right. You can rephrase this. You may write down horizontal shift along the towards left and like that. And then the second one is translation along y-axis. And because it's plus 5, it's plus 5, that means the translation vector is going to be 5, 0. Is it clear or not, Ms. Iman?
Yes, sir, clear hai.
Write down the first 4 terms, Iman. What are the first 4 terms? C, A, B.
Sir, g of x का नहीं बताना हमने transformation.
No.
gx का भी कहा हुआ है.
They are saying that which transforms the graph of y to the graph from which transforms the graph of f of x to the graph of g of x. So we have explained now. How would you go from f of x to g of x? You need to translate first along the x-axis towards left and then translate along the y-axis upwards. That's how you're going to move from f of x to g of x. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then we have CAB and CAB. CAB. Come on, so we have like 60066115622246333. All right. So we have 8 to the power of 6. We have then 6 minus 6 8 to the power of 5x. Then we have 6 5s are 30 over 215 8 to the power of 4x square. All right. 6 5s are 30 into 4 120 over 6 is 20. 20a minus 20a cube x cube. Is it clear or not, Mr. Iman? $20 a cube x cube. Given that coefficient of x square. Okay, I'm going to write down 1 plus 2 over ax. And I'm going to write down the first 4 terms of this bracket, and they are a to the power of 6 minus 6a 5 to the power of x plus 15a 4 to the power of a to the power of 4x square minus 28 to the power of q3 x cube. How do you get the coefficient of x square? You're going to multiply 1 with x square, and you're going to multiply e of x with x cube. That's how you're going to get the coefficient of x square. So it's going to be 1 times 15a4 x square. Then you have 2 over ax times minus 2 over a. That means minus 40 a square x square equals to what is the final? That's 20x square. That is the final term in x square. That is minus 20. All right. So we're going to have then, I'm going to remove x square. And then I'm going to have 15a4 minus 40a square plus 20 equal to 0. I'm going to
Here.
5 3s are 5 8s are 5 4s are 4 3s are 12. 3a4 minus 6a square minus 2a square plus 4 equal to 0. 3a square minus 2 minus 2a square minus 2 equal to 0. All right, Iman, and then we have 3a square minus 2 equal to 0, a square minus 2 equal to 0. So I'm going to have a square equals to 2 over 3. I'm going to have a square equals to 2. I'm going to have then a is a positive, okay. So a is going to be equal to plus minus square root of 2 over 3. And we have then a equals to square root of plus minus square root of 2. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Is that the answer that you are getting? Let us check. Let us check it out. 1 3 marking scheme. 1 3 marking scheme is where? Let us check the answers. So C is minus 13. That's correct. 4 plus 1 5. Yeah, 5 over 2. No. Just a second. I did a very silly mistake. Let me just correct this. In question 2, okay. Mistakenly, I just wrote no. So sorry. It's going to be just a second. Let's check. Yeah, sorry. My mistake. I was supposed to multiply it with 2 as well, because we need to multiply with the derivative of the expressions at the bracket. I just forgot that. So 2 and 2 is going to get cancelled, so there's not going to be any half over here. So it is just going to be 2. All right. Yeah. It's going to be just 2. My mistake. It's going to be, and then it's going to be 4, and it's going to be 5, and then it's going to be 5 over 2. All right. Sorry. My mistake. Mistakenly wrote that. Else is question 3. We have 3 comma 0 and minus 3 comma 24. So 3 comma 0 minus 3 comma 24. That's great. And then for 4 we have plus minus 0.927. That's great. Then we have one perimeter 25.7. Then we have f of x plus c plus 5. And then we have minus 3 5. Translation or shift. Yeah. If given as 2 single translations, both must be described as correctly. Minus 3 0 and 0 5. Okay, yeah. Then we have plus minus square root of 2 plus minus square root of 2 or 3. That's great. Mr. Iman, let's move on. We have checked the answers basically. All of them are correct. That's very nice. Then, Mr. Iman, we have solved the equation f g of x. So I'm going to substitute g of x in f of x. So it's going to be 1 over 2x plus 1 whole square minus 1 equal to 3. Then we have 1 over 4x square. Yeah, never mind. So we're going to have 1 plus 2x plus 1 whole square. That is going to be equal to 4. So 1 over 2x plus 1 equals to plus minus 2. And we're going to have 1 as equivalent to 2 times 2 is 4x plus 2. Okay, I'm going to get x as equal to minus 1 over 4. Or we can have as 1 equals to minus 4x minus 2. So this way I'm going to have x is equivalent to minus 3 over 4. Is it clear or not, Mr. Man? We'll get 2 values of x. Iman, is it clear or not? Iman, is it clear or not? Iman, is it clear?
Sir, will you get 3 by 4 in positive?
No. So you're going to go add up 2 to 1, so it's going to be plus 3 and divide by minus 4, so it's going to be minus 3 over 4. All right?
Okay, sir.
Okay? Let's move on. Okay, we have to find out the expression for fg inverse. Okay, first we have found fg of x. That is 1 over 2x plus 1 whole square minus 1. Okay. So we have y is equivalent to 1 over 2x plus 1 whole square minus 1. That is fg of x. That is fg of x. 1 over 2x plus 1 whole square minus 1. I'm going to replace it with y. I'm going to write down 1 over 2x plus 1 whole square minus 1. So it's going to be y plus 1 is equivalent to 1 over 2x plus 1 whole square. All right. I'm going to have then 2x plus 1 whole square equals to 1 over y plus 1. Then we have okay, 2x plus 1 equals to square plus minus square root 1 over y plus 1. All right. All right. So 2x is going to be equal to minus 1 plus minus square root. And then it's going to be x is equal to half times bracket minus 1 plus minus square root or 1 plus y plus 1. Is it clear or not? Because right now it is a one-to-many relationship. We have both plus and minus. We need to choose one of them. Come on, what we're going to choose now? Now we need to see that for fg of x, Iman, for fg of x, can I say that g of x is the domain in f of x? Can I say that, Iman? G of x is the
Yes,
domain
sir.
in f of x. So if g of x is a domain in f of x, can I say that that the values of g of x are going to be the domain in f of x? That's what it means. Iman, can I say that when I write down f g of x? So I can say g of x is a domain of f in f. And
Yes, sir.
when I say g of x is domain in f, that means that values of g of x, the values of g of x are going to be the domain in f. And the values of g of x, can I say that it means range of g of x is going to be the domain in f? Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
And what is the range of values of g of x? So let's find out. I have the range of g of x as, I'm going to substitute 0. Let's substitute minus half. It's going to become 1 over 0. If I'm going to substitute any value less than minus half, for example, minus 1, it's going to become 2 times minus 1 is minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. When I substitute minus 2, it's going to become 2 times minus 2 is 2 times minus 2 is minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. It's going to become minus 1 over 3. So have a look at the values of g of x. So for x equals to minus half, the value of g of x is 1 over 0. So minus 1 is minus 1. So minus 2 is minus 4 plus 1 minus 3, minus 1 over 3. All right, so have a look at the trend of the values of g of x. So when you are going below x equals to minus half, when you're going below x equals to minus half, so what can you see? What can you tell about the values of g of x? They are decreasing, 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 and when x is going to become infinitely large, and f is going to be when x is going to become infinitely large, so what's going to happen to this value? This value is going to approach to 0. This value, because it's getting this is approaching to 0. So when x is going to become infinitely large, negatively infinitely large, so the value of g of x is going to approach 0. All right. So now what
Sir,
can you tell? So now
how
what
did
can
you
you tell
find
about
the effect? How did you find the domain?
how did I find the
By
domain?
substituting, yeah, by substituting minus 1 by 2 in the equation of g
Yeah,
of x.
yeah, go here.
You would get one answer, not two answers.
Yeah, we're gonna get one answer. Minus half, we're gonna substitute, it's gonna become 1 over 0, then minus 1, and like that. All right. So if you look at this, so you can say that the g of x is the value of the g of x is the value of the g of x is less than 0. All right, the value of the g of x is
Less than
less
0.
than less than 0. That is the range of values of g of x, because you could see that all the values of g of x are negative. This is infinity basically. It's not a real value. It's just infinity. So we have from the values of g of x from 0 to infinity, and they're all negative numbers. All right.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. Now we have. Oh, okay. Minus 2 over 3. So now these values of g of x, these values of g of x are becoming domain in f. All right. So as these values of g of x are going to become domain on f of x, so the domain of f g of x is going to become what? The domain of f g of x is going to be x less than 0. Is it clear or not?
G, sir.
Because these values of g of x are becoming domain in f g of x. So the domain of f g of x is going to be x less than 0. And for x to be less than 0, what's going to for x over here? For x over
But
here,
sir,
yeah, for x to be
why
less
are
than equal
you
to 0, we're
uh,
going to take negative. Minus 1 minus square root of 1 over y plus 1. Agreed or not? Because we have just found that the domain for f g of x is less than 0, and for x, the values of x to be less than 0, I must have negative sign over here. I must choose negative.
so
Now I'm
why is
going
the
to replace.
domain negative? Because it is decreasing?
No, because we have just seen that the values of g of x, the range of values of g of x is less than 0, and these values are becoming domain in f of x. So the domain of f g of x is going to become x less than 0. Agreed?
Okay.
And we have over here x, the same x over here. So the values of this x to be less than 0, I must choose negative, not positive. Is it clear? Now I'm going to write down fg inverse of x inverse of y is equivalent to half minus 1 minus square root of 1 over y plus 1. Now I'm going to change the input variable to x. Fg inverse of x is going to become half bracket minus 1 minus square root of 1 over x plus 1. Is it clear or not? Come on. Come on, is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Let us check
Clear.
the answer. Minus half minus That's what we are getting. 8b minus half minus. Okay, they have actually opened up the bracket. They have multiplied. Minus half minus. All right, that's fine. We're gonna open up the bracket. We're going to open up the bracket. We write it down like this as well. FG. Open up the bracket. Minus half minus is going to be 1 over 2. Yeah, like this. We write down like this as well. Is it clear or not?
Clear, sir.
All right. Oh, okay. And we're not going to take this value in part A. Sorry, my mistake, because have a look at this. Okay. Have a look at this. X has to be less than minus half. So we're not going to take minus 1 over 4. All right. X has to be less than minus 1 over 4. Oh, sorry. X has to be less than minus half. So minus 1 over 4 does not lie in this domain, because we are substituting g of x in f of x. We are substituting g of x into f of x. If we are substituting g of x in f of x, so we need to look at the values of x for which g of x is defined. So g of x is defined as x less than minus half. So this value of x does not lie in this domain. Only this value lies in domain. So this is going to be our final answer to part A.
So the values would be greater than minus 1 by 2.
No, smaller than minus 1 by 2. It's less than minus 1 by 2. And minus 1 over
So
4 is greater than.
1.5 is 0.25 and 3 by 4 is 0.75.
Yeah.
But it is positive, right?
No.
Oh, no, it's negative.
The greater the value in negative, the smaller it is. So x less than minus half means
Okay.
this value is going to be smaller than minus half. This is greater than minus half. So we're not going to take this into account. All right. It's not going to be your answer. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir, clear.
All right. Then we have all right. So we have let me just see one more thing. That is minus 1 over 4 minus 3 over 4. Okay. Done with part B as well. Now quickly question 9. The geometric progression is such that second term is equal to second term, and T2 is equal to 24%, 0.24 times the sum to infinity. So this is AR as equivalent to 0.24 into A over 1 minus 2.
So why are you multiplying with sum of infinity?
Because they are saying it's 24% of the sum to infinity.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna have R square minus R plus 0.24 equal to 0. I'm gonna get what? The values of R as what? Yes, the values of R as can you just calculate?
Okay, sir.
You just use the calculator and get the values of R. Come on, hurry up. We don't have that much time.
So 3 by 5 and 2 by
And
5.
okay, 3
2
by
by
5
5.
and 2 by 5. Okay. Let us confirm the answer. quickly. We have 3% battery left. So 3x5 and 2x5. Okay, that's great. Then we have what? B. We have B. Okay, let me just in arithmetic progression, P has first term A and common difference D, and arithmetic progression Q has first term 2 A bracket A plus 1, common difference D plus 1. It is given that fifth term of P,
सर ये
that
वाला
is
क्वेश्चन
A,
मुझे नहीं आता, ये सही से समझा दें।
yeah, fifth term of P is going to be A plus 4D over 12th term of Q, which is 2 bracket A plus 1 plus it's going to be 11 times D plus 1. N minus 1 is 11. Is going to be 12 minus 1 is 11 times D, which is D plus 1. And the first term is 2 bracket A plus 1 for Q equals to 1 over 3. So let us simplify this first. A plus 4D. No, it's going to be 3A plus 12D equals to 2A plus 2 plus 11D plus 11 is going to be A 12D minus 11D is going to be A plus D as equivalent to 2 plus 11 plus 11. 2 plus 11 is going to be 13. That is one equation. The second one, let us do something. So the first 5 terms of P is going to be some of the first 5 terms of T is going to be 5 over 2 2A plus 4D. Okay. 2A plus n minus 1 into 4D. Okay. Divided by 5 over 2 bracket 2 into 2A plus 2. All right. Plus it's going to be 4 and D is D
Sir,
plus 1. Yes.
sir, why did you write 2A plus 2?
Yeah, because the first term in the formula you have already 2, this 2, and this is A. The first term of Q is this 2A plus 2. All right.
So why didn't you put in the numerator also?
No, because that is for P. The first term for P is A, just A. All right. 5 over 2, 5 over 2 is going to get cancelled. It's going to be 2A plus 4D divided by 2 times 2 is 4A plus 4 plus 4D plus 4.
Sir, I didn't get it.
Look, I have.
Okay, सही है। Q के
you
लिए
got it?
ना? ठीक है।
Yeah. This is the denominator is for Q and the numerator is for P. All right. I'm going to have 2A plus 4D divided by 2 to the 4, 4A plus 4 plus 4D plus 4. It's going to be 4A plus 4D plus 8. 2 over 3. So let me multiply 6A plus 12D equals to 2 times 4 is 8A plus 8D plus 16. We're going to have then minus 2A plus 4D as equivalent to 16. Minus 2A plus, we're going to have then minus A plus 2D as equivalent to 8. That is the second equation. Let's solve these two. A plus D is equal to 13. Minus A plus 2D is equal to 8. Let's add them up. So you're going to get as 3D equals to 21. So D is going to be equal to 7. A is going to be equal to what? So A is going to be equal to 6. That's great. Is it clear or not?
Clear.
Next question. Points A, B, C lie on the circumference of a circle with center D. So that angle ABC is 90. Okay.
सर
Yes, Mr. Ibad.
सर मैंने मतलब जितना पेपर सॉल्व हो रहा था वो तो सॉल्व कर लिया, एक पॉइंट पे आके अटक गया हूँ, कुछ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं हो रहे।
5, 6. No worries. Just carry on. You still have time. You have to try and एक दफा जब आपका ये हो जाएगा ना, तो फिर आप देख लेंगे ना रिकॉर्डिंग से ये। लेकिन आप पूरा पेपर पहले अटेम्प्ट कर लें, क्योंकि आपके पास अभी भी टाइम है। आपके पास अभी 45 मिनट्स है, अभी तो 1 घंटा गुजरा है। तो
सही है सर।
हाँ, ट्राई तो करें ना एटलीस्ट। मतलब मैं नहीं चाह रहा आप कि आप उसको देखें, देखने का कोई फायदा नहीं होगा फिर आपको। मतलब ये कि ठीक है, बट एटलीस्ट जब तक टाइम आपका पूरा नहीं हो रहा उस वक्त तक तो आप ट्राई कर सकते हैं ना, तो करें। दैट्स हाउ यू गोइंग टू गेन कॉन्फिडेंस। सो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 -1 -2 -3 -4 -5 -6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 Just sketching. Let me just connect to the charger. Let me connect to the charger. Yep. Okay. Okay. So we have then let's -2, 3, and then 3, 0, and then we have 6, 5. Okay, let's just lie on the circumference. Okay. No. That's look pretty good, Mr. Iman. Is it or not? It's look pretty good. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, now the D is somewhere over here. We don't know. D is somewhere over here, but we don't know. Okay. Fair enough. We'll see. ABC is 90. We have A, we have B, and we have C, and let's find out. Okay. Okay, then AC must be the diameter. Agreed or not? If you have this B angle, 90 degree, so then AC must be the diameter. AC must be the diameter. But anyways, let me calculate the let's calculate AB, the gradient AB. MAB times MBC should be equal to -1. If that proves, so that means AB and BC are perpendicular to each other, and so you must have the angle B as 90 degree. So the gradient AB is -3. 0 minus 3 is -3 over 5 times BC is 5 over 3. And yes, it is coming out to be -1. So proven. Is it clear or not, Ms. Iman? It is proven.
Yes, sir.
And state the coordinates of D. So for this angle at B to be 90 degree, AC must be the diameter. AC must be the diameter. So let me
AC must be the diameter. So if AC is the diameter, then yeah, because this is a property of the circle, that if you have an angle subtended at the circumference that is equal to 90 degree, so then the chord by which the angle is subtended at the circumference, so that chord must pass through the center of the circle. So you must have the center lying on the AC, and in fact it's going to be the midpoint of AC. So that's what you must have learned in GCSE mathematics as well, Mr. Iman Kamran. So it's going to be the midpoint of AC, which is -2 plus 6 is 4 over 2 is 2. 3 plus 5 is 8, 2, 4. Now we can find out the equation of the circle.
सर ये chord वाली बात दोबारा repeat कर दें.
Look, do you remember this is the center and this is the diameter, and the angle that is subtended by the diameter at the circumference is always equal to what? 90 degree. So from the diameter, if you're going to subtend any from the diameter, through a diameter, if you're going to subtend an angle anywhere on the circumference, it's going to be always equal to 90 degree. But if you're going to subtend an angle through a chord, that is not a diameter. If that is like this is a kind of a chord. Let me rub it off. This is a kind of a chord. Like this, for example, like this. Now this is also a diameter is a chord. It's a spatial chord that is passing through the center and joining 2 points on the circumference. But if you look at this chord, this is not a diameter because it's not passing through the center. It's still joining 2 points on the circumference, but it is not passing through the center. So if you look at this chord, so the angle that this chord is going to make, the angle that through which the angle that is going to be set that the angle that is going to be subtended through this chord anywhere on the circumference, like this, it's not going to be 90 degrees. It's going to be less than 90 degrees. Is it clear or not, Mr. Iman? That's what I just wanted to tell you. So if you have this angle, you have the angle at B. The angle at B you have just proven to be as 90 degree. So you have the angle subtending at the circumference equal to 90 degree. So if you have an angle being subtended at the circumference equal to 90 degree, then this chord AC must be a diameter. All right. There's no other way you can have the angle at the circumference equal to 90 degree, except for when it has been subtended through a diameter. Is it clear or not? That's what I want to tell you, Mr. Iman. So AC is basically a diameter. That's why, and if AC is a diameter, so the center of the circle is going to be the center point of AC. So that's what I have calculated, 2, 4. Is it clear or not, Iman? Iman, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then equation of the circle, you need to find out the radius. So I'm going to calculate the AC. AC is going to be equal to square root. Square root is going to be AC. 6 minus, going to be 8 square. 6 minus 2. Let me write it down. 6 minus 2. Whole square plus 5 minus 3 whole square. So it's going to be 6 plus 2, 8 square plus 8 square plus 2 square. Man, what's going to be 8 square? 64 plus 2 square. Square root of 68. Square root of 68 means okay.
117.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's going to be okay. Let me. Two square root of 17, or yeah, 2 square root of 7. All right, so that's going to be AC, and so radius is going to be equal to square root of 70. So r square is going to be equal to 70. Now I'm going to write down the equation x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square equals to r square, which is 17. Is it clear or not, Mr. Man? Just tell me. Is it clear? Man, is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Iman, one last question, and there is no. We have, in fact, let me complete this part as well. Point E lies on the circumference of circle such that BE is a diameter. Let us check it out. Let us check it out. Let us check it out. Okay. Oh, yeah, 17. Okay, that's great. 10D. 10D. The point E lies on the circumference of the circle such that B is the diameter. Okay. So it must lie somewhere over here. So you have the center over here. Find the equation of the tangent to the circle at E. So, Iman, we have okay, we have the center over here, and so your E must be over here then. All right, like this. No, not over here. Should be somewhat over here. All right, for this to be a diameter as well. So B is the diameter. So Iman, so we have now the coordinates of the center point. Now we're going to use the formula for the midpoint, and that would be, what are the coordinates of B? It's going to be 3 plus the x coordinate of E over 2. That's going to give me the x coordinate of the center point, which is 2. And we have then 0 plus y. This y coordinate of E over 2 is going to give me the y coordinate of the center point, which is
Repeat
4.
what you're doing.
Iman, they are saying that BE is a diameter. So BE is a diameter. I have marked the center. I have marked the center point, which is coming out to be 2, 4. All right, 2, 4. I've marked the center point. All right. Now,
Sir, it
you may
doesn't look like a center. क्योंकि center से
yeah,
बहुत
but
दूर है.
Iman, this is just a sketch. This is just to explain you.
Sir,
Of course,
in exam, how are you supposed to know that it is passing through the center and it has a midpoint there?
Iman, you have already told you it's a diameter. Diameter means it must be passing through the center.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Sir,
If they're saying BE is a diameter, that means this line BE must be passing through the center. So I've marked this center point first. I understand that this does not look like a center, but it's fine because it's a sketch. I've not drawn to scale. So this is a center point which I have marked 2, 4, and there must be a line BE that must pass through the center point and just end up on the other side. On the other side, all right, on the opposite side. So it's going to be over here E, and the midpoint of B and E is going to be O again. Just like you have the midpoint of A and C as this center point, in the similar way you have the midpoint of B and E as this center point. All right, because
sir,
you may have You may have diameter, Iman, from over here as like this or like this. As far as you have the chord passing through the center, so that is going to be your diameter. Is it clear or not, Miss Iman and Mr. Imad Ahmed?
सर मैं
Yes, sir.
कह रहा हूँ कि मेरा पूरा पेपर हो गया, बस 2 क्वेश्चन पे अटका हूँ, वो हो ही नहीं रहा, क्या करूँ?
बस तो फिर आप वेट कर लें, अब मैं इसको खत्म कर लूँ, फिर आपको मैं सेंड कर दूंगा और रिकॉर्डिंग तो आप देख लीजिएगा।
सही है।
लेकिन ये आप सुन लें, अभी समझ लें जरा। Iman, is it clear till now over here?
Yes, sir.
So we have BE as a diameter, so we must have the x coordinate of B plus x coordinate of E over 2 is going to give me the x coordinate of O. The x coordinate of B plus y, the y coordinate of B plus y coordinate of E over 2 is going to give me the y coordinate of O. So this way I can find out the coordinates of E, which is going to be 1, 8. Sorry.
Sir,
One.
is it? Sir, 2, 4 किसके coordinates हैं?
The center point.
The
We have
center
like
point is
this.
6.
Huh? No, we have center point as this, not D. Sorry, this is not O. This is D basically. It's not O. It's D. Center point is D. This is D. All right, Mr. Man. This is D. So yeah, what you're saying? Man, what are you saying?
Nothing, sir.
Is it now clear that how I have found out the coordinates of E? It's 1, 8.
Yes, sir.
So E is coming out to be 1, 8. Now they are saying that find the equation of the tangent to the circle at E. We're supposed to find out the equation of this. Man, supposed to find out the equation of this. Now we know that we can calculate the diameter, or we can calculate the gradient of BE, Iman, which is going to be 8 minus 0 over 8 minus 0 over BE is 8 minus 0 over 1 minus 3. It's going to be 8 over minus 2 minus 4. So the gradient of the tangent is going to be at E is going to be 1 over 4. And I have the coordinates of point E as well. So I'm going to substitute the coordinates of the point E in the equation of the straight line y minus 8 as equal to 1 over 4 x minus 1. Is it clear or not, Ms. Iman? Y is equivalent to 1 over 4x minus 1 over 4 plus 8. So y is going to be equal to 1 over 4x minus 32. Minus 1 plus 32 is plus 31 over 8. 31 over 4. Y is going to be equal to 1 over 4 bracket x plus 31. Is it clear or not, Ms. Iman? So if you look at this, so you have this diameter and the tangent at E, they are going to be perpendicular to each other. So I found the gradient of BE to be as equal to minus 4. So the gradient of this tangent will be equal to 1 over 4. And then I use the coordinates of point E and the gradient of the tangent as 1 over 4 and found the equation of the tangent. Is it clear or not, Ms. Iman?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Let us verify quickly. Yeah, it's fine. No, they're correct. Okay. Then the last question. Okay. Find the coordinates of the minimum point of the curve. dy over dx is equal to half x minus half plus minus half k square x minus 3 over 2. So let's keep that equal to 0. Let's factor out half x to the power of minus half. Then you'll be left with 1 minus k square and k square x. No. K square, yeah, minus 1. All right. And then I can write down half kx to the power of half minus half x to the power of minus half.
as equal to 0. From here, I'm going to get x as equal to 0, and which is not, of course, the x coordinate of the turning point, because we have the turning point that has a value x greater than greater than 0. Then we have 1 minus k square x minus 1 equal to 0. Then we have k square over x as equal to 1. And then we're going to have then x is equal to k square. All right. Yes. Once I have the x coordinate, I'm going to substitute in the equation to get the y coordinate. So y coordinate is going to be y equals to k square root of k square is going to be k plus k square, and then we have 1 over x to the power of half, that is 1 over k. It's going to be then k plus k 2k. The coordinates of the turning point is going to be k square comma 2k. Is it clear or not, Mr. Iman? And Mr. Iman Kamran and Mr. Iman Ahmed.
टू के कहाँ से आया? टू के
Yes.
कहाँ से आया? टू के कहाँ
2k,
से आया?
yeah, I substituted x equals to k square in the equation of the curve to get the y coordinate. So in place of x, this is square root of x. So square root of k square is going to be k. And then k square times 1 over square root of x, which is 1 over k. So k square into 1 over k is k plus k. That is equal to 2k. Agreed?
फिर ये सवाल थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आया, रिपीट कर सकते हैं?
इसमें मैंने बच्चा सिर्फ डिफरेंशिएट किया और इक्वल टू 0 रखा है. अब आप लोगों को कौन से स्टेप में क्या समझ नहीं आया, क्या स्टेप नहीं समझ आया, ये बताएं. आप स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलें. इधर मैंने ये डेरिवेटिव्स, इन दोनों टर्म्स के डेरिवेटिव्स लिखे हैं, पहले ये देख लें. फिर इनमें से मैंने फैक्टर आउट कर लिया.
फिर फैक्टर आउट क्यों किया?
और ये भाई ना करें, आखिर में आंसर तो सेम ही आएगा ना. आप ये तो आसानी के लिए की जाती है फैक्टर आउट.
सर तो x की पावर -1 क्यों हुई अगले, वो जो आपने दूसरा एक्सप्रेशन लिखा है? -3/2 नहीं होगी x की पावर अगले एक्सप्रेशन में?
कहाँ पे?
वो जो 1 माइनस के स्क्वायर में x -1 है.
इधर
ये अगर
ये ऑलरेडी
डेरिवेटिव,
ये है ना डेरिवेटिव, ये है ना -3/2. अब इसमें से अगर आप -3/2 में से माइनस आप निकालोगे, अंदर -1 रह जाएगा ना यार.
अच्छा
ठीक है.
सही है.
और इसको आप, ये जो फैक्टर है इसको इक्वल टू 0 रखेंगे, एक्स की वैल्यू 0 आएगी. तो तीनों के टर्निंग पॉइंट आपका बेसिकली नहीं है 0. टर्निंग पॉइंट का एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट 0 नहीं है, तो ये तो नहीं हो सकता ना, इसको आप इग्नोर कर दें. अब यहाँ आप इस एक्सप्रेशन को इक्वल टू 0 रखेंगे, एक्स इक्वल टू के स्क्वायर आ रहा है, वो आप ऊपर इक्वेशन ऑफ कर्व में सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दें. ठीक है.
x इक्वल टू के स्क्वायर आ गया, फिर हमने क्या किया?
इक्वेशन ऑफ द कर्व में सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया ताकि y कोऑर्डिनेट आ जाए.
सही है. अच्छा
y
सही है,
कोऑर्डिनेट
सही है, सही है, सही है.
सलमान कामरान, आपने देख लिया बेटा, समझ आ गया
सर मुझे ये समझ नहीं आया कि टू के कैसे आया.
बेटा? आप जब इससे वैसे जब तक आप लिखोगे नहीं ना, आपसे आपको चीजें कंफ्यूज होती रहेंगी. ये देखें, के स्क्वायर का स्क्वायर रूट ले लें, एक्स की पावर हाफ है ना, प्लस के स्क्वायर, और ये क्या है, एक्स की पावर माइनस हाफ. एक्स की पावर माइनस हाफ का मतलब है नीचे ले जाए. ये हो जाएगा के प्लस के स्क्वायर ओवर के. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा बेटा, के प्लस के इक्वल टू 2k. समझ आई?
ठीक है सर।
ठीक है बेटा, अब के बाद में आपने मेरी पेन की चार्जिंग खत्म हो गई। और the tangent at the point on the curve where x is equal to 4k square intersects the y axis at P. Find the y coordinate of P in terms of k. At point of the curve dy by dx निकालना है। Half x, in place of x I can write down 4k square to the power of minus half k square 4k square to the power of minus 3 over 2. All right, what is the gradient at this point? This is going to be 1 over 2 square root of 4k square minus 1 over 2 k k square over 2 4k square to the power of 3 over 2. All right, so it's going to be 2k and 1 over 4k, and this is going to be 2k and it's going to be 8k cube. 8k cube times 2 is 8k cube times 2 is 16k cube, and so if you're going to simplify, it's going to become 1 over 16k. So what is going to be the gradient? It's going to be 4 minus 1, 3 over 16k. That is the gradient. That is a gradient at the point on the curve where x is equal to 4k square, and that's going to be also the gradient of the tangent at this point on the curve, which is 3, and that's going to be 3 over 16k.
सर वेरिएबल जो है स्क्वायर हुआ हुआ है तो
Sorry,
उसका
sorry. It's going to be 3. 4 minus 1. Yeah, 4 minus 1 is 3 over 16k. And what are the, let me substitute this x equals to 4k square in the equation of the curve to get the y coordinate as well. So y equals to 4k square to the power of half plus k square into 4k square to the power of half. All right. The y coordinate is going to be 2k plus going to be k square over 2k is going to be how much? It's going to be k over 2. It's going to be 3k over 2. Oh, sorry, 5k over 2. All right. So we have the gradient as equivalent to 3 over 16k, and we have the coordinates as 4k square, comma 5k over 2. Uh, 2k, k square over 2k means k over 2. Yeah, k over 2 plus 2k is 5k over 2. Okay. Now we can find the y minus 5k over 2. No, we're supposed to find the y coordinate of p in terms of k. Okay.
फिर ग्रेडियंट को फाइंड किया
We need to first find out the equation. So it's going to be 5 minus 5k over 2 equals to 3 over 16k.
सर यही y कोऑर्डिनेट नहीं है 5k over 2
No, that is not the y coordinate. This is the y coordinate. This is the y coordinate of the point at which the x is 4k square. All right. So you have, like, for example, at the curve, you have this point. All right. Let's suppose ये curve है आपका, ये एक point है. इधर आपका x coordinate 4k square है, y coordinate 5k over 2 है. इस पे आपने tangent draw करी. अब ये tangent जहां आपका y axis को intersect कर रही है, वो point P है. उसका y coordinate निकालना है. उसके लिए पहले आप tangent की equation निकालेंगे. समझ आई बात? नहीं
सही है सर
tangent की equation या आ गई 5 y minus 5k over 2 equals to 3 over
सर आपने कर्व
16k
को डिफरेंशिएट किया
bracket
है।
x minus 4k square. क्या कह रहे हैं?
सर आपने कर्व को जो x इक्वल्स टू 4k स्क्वायर है इसको आपने डिफरेंशिएट किया है।
वो तो पीछे किया था ना.
पीछे किया था वही एक्सप्रेशन यूज करिए ग्रेडियंट फंक्शन की, समझ आई बात? पीछे ग्रेडियंट dy ओवर dx एक्सप्रेशन निकाली थी ना, वही यूज करूंगा ना यार। अच्छा अब इसमें ये जो आई है ना इक्वेशन, इसमें मैं सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देता हूँ, y एक्सिस है ना x0 रख देता हूँ, तो 3/16k इंटू -4k स्क्वायर प्लस 5k ओवर 2, ये हो गया आपका k and k would get cancel 4 and 4, so it's going to be -3k over 4 plus 5k over 2. So okay, what you're going to get? What you're going to get is -3 plus 10 is 7k over 4. Yes, and that is the point. That is the y coordinate of the point P, 7k over 4. Is it clear or not, Mr. Iman? Anything you want to ask?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's clear. That's good. Now, one last part, and then we're going to end, which is the shaded region is bounded by the curve. You need to just integrate simply. So integral of what? X to the power of x to the power of half, x to the power of half plus k square, x to the power of minus half, and dx. So area is going to be equal to then x to the power of 3 over 2 plus 2k square x to the power of half.
सर हम
Alright?
टेंजेंट की इक्वेशन में x0 रखेंगे ना, अगर y एक्सिस को इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है।
बेटा मैंने 0 रख दिया ना, तो मैं 0 रख दूंगा तो 3/16k इंटू -4k स्क्वायर ही रह जाएगा ना बस। रख तो
सही
दिया 0।
सही है।
अच्छा इसका इंटीग्रल ये हो गया, इसका इंटीग्रल ये हो गया, ठीक है ना। और आपने यहाँ पे अब आपने लिमिट्स पुट करनी है जो कि है 9/4k स्क्वायर टू 4k स्क्वायर, 9/4k स्क्वायर टू 4k स्क्वायर, यहाँ पे भी 9/4k स्क्वायर टू 4k स्क्वायर, ठीक है ना। Yep. अब आप इसमें सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दें 2/3 4k स्क्वायर to the power of 3 over 2 plus 2k square 4k square to the power of half minus 2/3 into 9/4k square to the power of 3 over 2 plus 2k square into 9/4 to the power of half. All right, 2/3 9/4k square to the power of 3 over 2 plus 2k square 9/4 to the power of half. All right, so this is going to be 2k to the power of 3 is 8k cube. 8k cube times 2 is 16k cube over 3 plus this is going to be 2k in 2 into 2, 2 into 2 4, 4k cube. All right, minus is going to be 3 2 ones are 2, 3 over 2, 3 over 2. No, there's going to be how much? There's going to be 3 over 2. Yeah, 3 over 2, 3 over 2k, 3 over 2k to the power of 3 is going to be 27 into 2 54 over 24 because it's going to be 2 to the power of 3 into 8 into 3 24 54 over 24 k cube, and 54 over 24 is how much? Is 27 over 12, 6 nines are 6 fours are 6 nines are 6 fours, 9 over 4 k cube, 9 over 4 k cube, and it's going to be minus how much is going to be this 9 over 4 k square, so it's going to be 3 over 2k, 3k over 2, 3k over 2, 2 and 2 is going to get cancelled, and it's going to be 3k cube, 3k cube. All right, Iman, it's going to be 3k cube.
सर एक इंडाइसिस की बात पूछनी थी बेसिक।
एक मिनट मैं जरा फिनिश कर दूं, मेरी बैटरी से पहले स्लो हो जाए. So 3KQ. So now we can just simplify this. Yeah, what we are getting now? What we are getting? Iman, आप जरा calculation करिए. These are all K's basically. 16 divided by 3 plus 4 minus 3 plus minus 9 over 4. 49 over 12. 49 over 12 K cube. Is that what the answer we are getting?
Sir, we will multiply with pi.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna be multiplying it 5 because we are not calculating the volume, we're calculating the area. All right.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear or not, Miss Iman?
Sir, clear.
Okay, thank you. We'll sit for P3 in an hour, inshallah. Let me offer namaz and get.
Sir, I have a class.
And you have a class. You have a class
Yeah.
at 4.
I have a class at 2:15 to 3, and then I have a class at 4.
But as per the schedule that you gave me, we didn't have a class today at 2:15.
Sir, I told you that I have extra classes at 2:15
Okay,
to.
let me first stop the recording. Thank you, guys.